Hello, hello, hello.
Where are you, buddy?
Oh God, I can't hear you right off the bat. This is good.
It's great. Where are
Nope.
you?
Charlie, you
Camping?
there? No, maybe.
I'm here. Can anybody else hear me?
Oh, hold on. You there?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is
Hello?
awkward. Charlie, I need you to talk because I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You can hear me,
Yes.
but I can't hear you.
No.
Mm, this is great.
Backstage, you can
Well,
hear me
this
though?
is a strong start, friends. It's funny because it was working backstage perfectly fine.
Hmm.
What happened? I can't see chat either. Well, hello everybody. This is going great so far. Charlie,
Well,
just start talking. I'll figure it out.
Patrick is over camping. Um, so today we decided to talk about Phenome since this is the first time we've been actually able to talk about it on this show since we started the whole project up and the whole merger and everything. But while Patrick gets everything taken care of over there, I guess I will talk. Um, Most people already know, but shed testing is now Phenome, and you still are going to go to shedtesting.com for all your testing right now. Eventually, it'll be at phenome.com, and shedtesting.com will link there. Um, but for now, shedtesting.com, still enter the orders the same. Everything's the same. It still comes shipped to me. I'm still dealing with all the sheds and everything. So for everybody right now, everything's the same. We're just working on a lot of things in the background and trying to get everything working smoothly now and make everything bigger and better than it was before. Working on a lot of new tests, a lot of new species, and some things are going really well, better than we expected. So that's good. Hopefully, another month or so, we'll have some cool stuff available for people. Um, we did go to Tinley in October, and that was awesome. We had a booth there. We had everybody came by, said hello. Appreciate that. Seemed like everybody's really supportive of what we were doing. Um, so, yeah, that's about it. If Patrick doesn't come back, this will be a short show. I don't know if anybody in the chat has questions or anything. Let me know. But Shauna, you want to pull some people up? Oh, Greenlight Morphs, how's it going? We got Rich. How you doing, Rich? Dickie, welcome. Craig Bashcoder, how's it going? Oh, Chris has stopped by from the hospital bed. Hope you're doing gooder than you have been. Hopefully, you get home soon. Carter's Coils, good evening. We got Jamie, Tire Gods, and Talon. How's it going? Talon just got a lot of results yesterday or the day before. Some pretty cool stuff. But
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Charlie?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, thank God.
It was
Yes. I
so
don't
much
know.
better without you.
I'm sorry. I don't know what just happened there. I apologize.
I gave
Oh,
everybody just a quick rundown. Oh, you got it, Rich. How this is the first time we're really able to talk about it on this show. Most people
yeah.
know already, and shedtesting.com is now Phenome, but everybody still goes to shedtesting.com for now. Basically said that we're working on a lot of different tests for new things and some really exciting stuff, and getting some good results already on some of the new stuff we're working on. So that's exciting.
Oh, dude, I am so amped. We obviously have teased this for a while, and it was really tough to not spill the beans for the past couple of months. But yeah, man, no, it's really exciting the stuff that we're working on. Some of the new ball python tests that we're going to be releasing in the next month or so, hopefully, and then just other stuff we're working on in general. This is exciting stuff.
Yeah. Patrick is getting back to his computer hacking days and
Oh man.
grinding away.
Yeah, it's been fun. I sent Charlie a picture today of like my poor old computer just like trudging along trying to get as much done as possible. I'm like, is this like the Steve Jobs and like Bill Gates photo in the garage? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah. except yours is crunching a lot more data than theirs was at that point.
A little bit more, right? Just a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
Oh, I
We should
love
see
it,
what your
man.
electric bill is next month, having that thing just running nonstop.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, dude. It really it has. It's just, since we started rolling, it's literally been going nonstop. So that's good.
Yeah, I mean, but
So
that's the best part about this, and that's what I was most excited for, is to have someone helping me with the data and numbers and
yeah.
coming up with tests. And Patrick knows a lot more than me about that stuff, so he could get things done a lot quicker, and it's been really good. Not working on anything with Scrambler yet. I have a couple of sheds, don't have a ton, but I've been talking to a few people, so I believe people were going to be sending in some sheds, and we'll see if anything happens. Talon,
Yeah,
I literally just sent Patrick pictures of some sheds that you sent me, and yes, things are going well. Let's put it that way.
oh yeah, yeah, they are. Yeah, they're going well. So
Yeah,
we can't say too much at the moment, but promising I think is,
it's a
you
good
know,
word. Yep.
yeah, promising. I think Charlie and I were talking about, just the testing process in general. And it's funny. I think the honest answer is it could be out in a week, it could be out in 6 years.
Right.
Um, but it's
Yeah.
promising. And
Yeah.
so that's exciting.
I know. That's what, like, I get asked all the time. Are you working on this, or what's your time frame, or this or that? I start answering, and then I'm like, why am I even answering this? Because it literally could be
Yeah.
tomorrow, or it could be never. It's no matter how good, good I think it is. You never know until that day you release it,
Right.
or the last batch
Yeah,
of tests you run, the last batch of validation tests you run. You know,
it's nice though as you're working and you start like, so like as we start developing these tests, the first thing we do is make sure that like the test itself works, right? And we get results. And so it's nice when you get that first result and it matches up with what you expect and you're like, okay, we're on the right path. This is
right,
this is looking promising.
right.
So
But then you have to test a boatload more and make sure everything
just a
works.
few,
Yeah.
right?
So, but yeah, I get asked about Mandarin a lot, and so that's the one that I'm really confident in the test. I've tested
Yeah.
tons. Like, I would say probably I'm at least 80 definite, no doubt Mandarins, super
Hmm.
Mandarins that we've tested, and it's all come back how it should. And then, like, I've run at least 100 different known negatives, and they've all come back negative, no false positives. So it's really good. And
Yeah.
the gene, everything makes sense. So I'm confident in it, but not releasing it yet. And I have some more people that actually, I organized the hell out of the lab today, and I found a bunch more, not a bunch, but probably a dozen more Mandarin, super
Yeah.
Mandarin sheds that I'm going to be reaching out to people and asking for pictures of them. And I have a few more people that are sending some more in. So hopefully soon. But again, that could change in one run.
Oh, for sure. Right. That's the whole thing is it's like it needs to be 100%. If it's not,
Yeah.
then we
Yeah.
need to have real conversations about
I
the
mean, especially
situation.
for something like Mandarin and lace, it's like,
Yeah.
it's easy with a recessive. Like, it's easy to validate, clown. You
Yeah.
test 100 of them, they
Exactly.
all come back, you're good. You test
Right.
a bunch of negatives, they all come back negative, you're good. But you got to do extra when you're working with something that's such a subtle
Yeah.
morph, especially,
Uh,
to see.
I think Mandarin's hard too because it was similar to lace, like you mentioned. Like there's so many not laces floating around and so many not Mandarins floating around that really like making sure that the ones that are being used for the test and for validating the test are what
Hmm.
they actually are. That's the hard part.
Yeah, no, 100%. You can't just go based off what the label says.
No,
Um,
no.
and I've been having a couple people, you know, literally like having phone calls after, like, all right, let's go over these results for everything you sent me, and let's make sure they match up.
Right.
And that's what you need on a morph like this. So,
Yeah.
but it's going really well. I think another 1 or 2 rounds, if everything comes back good, I think we'd be all right to release it. Jurgen in
Sweet.
Europe tested a bunch. It seems to be working good for him over there. So that's another positive sign. Always like to
Yeah.
see that it's working in other countries and
Yep.
completely different bloodlines. Well, it all obviously comes back to the same one or two people, but you
But it's
know,
outcrossed more, right?
right.
Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like when it's working in other collections and like you said, internationally, that helps a lot.
Right. So that's good. What else? Ball Python. We're doing a lot more. Patrick's running a ton of data for a bunch of ball pythons, uh,
Yeah.
morphs that we have. We have data for, but we're rerunning it against the new genome and um, trying to get better hits. And hopefully, we over the next month or so, we could get some more tests out in ball pythons. And
Yeah.
then seems like there'll be more species tests coming very soon as well. We're going to be doing a lot more
Very
whole
much so.
genomes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot coming. You know, it's this is like, you know, Charlie kind of has mentioned it in past episodes and on other podcasts. Like Charlie has a life outside of shedtesting.com, and on top of like his actual job, he has to run the samples and he has to do a lot. And so now like he doesn't have to worry about the research side as much, right? I can come in and
mhm.
I can take care of that, and Charlie can step in and help when he needs to, but it, there's time to do lots of things now.
Yeah, yeah, and even with another person, it's still like we'll have
Oh, buddy.
conversations like, all right, what's next? What
Yeah.
like we still have so much that we could do, and we still can't do it with just two of us, even. You
No,
know,
no, no.
I get it. Everybody wants tests for everything, but it all takes time and it all takes money, and
Well, yeah, I mean, even just getting some of these standard tests, right? We're talking a couple weeks now of my computer running nonstop 24/7.
right,
And we're just now getting some of these hits that we can now start validating. So, yeah,
yeah,
it's a lot. You know, you know, not everybody realizes like how much time and effort, and that's if you get like a perfect hit the first go around. Sometimes you have to do this a couple of times to get there, you know?
hmm yeah. I mean, and we've kind of hinted at it before. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently going forward, sequencing differently,
Yeah.
using different methods. We've been talking to labs, I feel like, every week about different things that are available for us to use to help
Hmm.
not only speed it along, but get better hits the first time around. Or if we have to do combinations of different types of sequencing, that's what we have to do. And
Yeah.
then that's why Patrick's good at combining all that data together.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, and then everybody else has been doing awesome, like website
Oh my
stuff
gosh.
and
It's so
back end.
good,
Like,
dude.
yeah, I feel
How
like,
great is it to have like professionals on the team that like clearly know exactly what they're doing and are so good in each one of their roles?
yeah, no, it's amazing. Yeah,
Oh my God.
it relieves a lot of that stress. I mean, I'm still stressed out like crazy, but um, but not have to worry about all the other stuff that goes along with owning a business is amazing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
It's nice knowing too, like you have somebody else to really lean on, and it's not just leaning on, but like people that are truly great at what they do, you know?
yeah,
And that
and
makes a
to
big
hear
difference.
me complain.
Well, that's what we're all great at doing, Charlie. They didn't realize that was part of the job description, but it was
No, no,
essential
no. They're all my shrinks.
that we have to be.
Yeah.
We have to be.
Um,
So,
but yeah, I mean, everything. It's obviously big transition for everyone, so it's going to take time for everybody to get on the same
yeah.
page and to. I think once the website's done, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Like, obviously, we're going to make tweaks to the website to make it more user friendly, and
Hmm
to just add some features that I think are going to be essential. But the thing that we kept telling people at Tinley is uh, we're trying to get less human interaction with the samples in general, right? Humans are where
hmm
errors happen. And so one of the big things is figuring out how we can like really properly integrate like taking the data from the machine straight to the website with very little human interaction, you know? And
hmm
so stuff like that is going to be just
Yeah.
spectacular once we get there.
And then even just already, like a few people have sent in the Phenome envelopes that we were giving out at Tinley,
Yeah.
even though it's not like how we're eventually going to have it like in sequential order, matching up with the QR code and all that. But just even having numbers on there, it's great. Like I don't have to worry about kind of
17-digit ID numbers.
like I'm not even going to show this because people might know whose it is. But yeah, like
Yeah.
big ID numbers or just Sharpie on something. And
Yeah.
I catch mistakes all the time that fours look like nines or ones look like sevens, or when people are
Yep.
handwriting stuff and just little things like that I'm like, what the hell, why don't we have a result for seven? Oh, we wrote it down as one because it looks like a one, but it's really a seven.
Yeah.
Just stupid
Yeah.
little things like that people don't realize. I spend so much time late at night figuring out.
Yeah.
um,
I
but
I think that's one of the fortunate things of like having worked in pharma before and dealing with obscene amounts of patient samples and how they've kind of optimized that whole process of receiving samples and then
mhm,
getting them entered into a system and then running them. Fortunately, I think that helps some here too, right? Because we can kind of draw on some of that. And you're like, well, this is how I do this. And I'm like, okay, how can we make that way a little bit better? And so, yeah, I just think it's just been better in general. And it's gonna, everything was already very accurate. I think as accurate as it can be.
yeah,
It's
but
now just gonna
there's
be
always going to,
smoother.
when there's a bunch of people handwriting stuff and data
Yeah.
going from one thing to another, it's you're like you're playing a telephone game at that point, hoping that
Yep.
everything uh, was done properly in everybody's
Yes.
hands. So
Right.
more robots, less humans.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's the way to do it, man. It's just better
Hmm.
that way. So,
And then we're working on like kind of a customer service portal type thing because I get flooded. My Instagram is like insanity, and it's hard to keep up with everything. So like right now I
yeah.
have like, if you have a question about an order or something like that and you need an answer, I might miss it through Instagram because I get so many Instagram messages every day. So just email hello@phenome.com. That somebody, either me, Patrick, somebody's going to see that
Yeah.
email within a half an hour. And if it's something that needs to be taken care of by me, then it'll come to me or whatever. You know, just we're going to
Yeah.
hopefully have like a portal on the website very soon that we'll have a lot of frequently asked questions, a lot of things you could look up and research yourself. But then if you do have a question about a specific order, a past order, or just a general question, you be able to pick like what it's for, and then it'll send it to me or send it to whoever needs to answer
Yeah.
it. Just things to make things more organized, because I feel bad when I look back at my Instagram messages and I see I didn't read something from somebody from a week ago and they asked me a question, and I'm like, oh, I didn't answer this person. And now I feel like a jerk, but it's just because it was hidden in between all the other messages I got. But so
Yeah. I
keeping
think I,
things like streamlined like that for customer service will be great.
I think that's a good point to make, Charlie, is it's like sometimes, messages and things get missed, not because we're not checking messages or we're not checking, because there's just a ton. And
Mm-hmm.
systems like Instagram and Facebook are not set up to deal with customer service that way.
No,
So
no. Yeah, I mean, and like a lot of stuff will be, a lot of the questions I get could be answered already on shedtesting.com, and there's no great frequently asked question or help portal on there yet. But there's still like, do you offer this test? Easy, go to shedtesting.com. You could see that. How much does it cost? Go to shedtesting.com. Those are things that I get multiple every single day. And like if I'm out with my family and I see a message come across or a text from somebody or whatever, I'll look at it and be like, okay, I got to get back to that person. And then an hour later goes by, I forgot already.
yep.
So we're working on something that will keep everything queued up in a queue. That way, nothing gets missed. All your questions get answered in a timely manner. You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
or if, that way, if
Yeah,
I'm
it's also not like I don't want people to feel like we're trying to automate stuff and become less personable and feel more corporate or anything. That's not the goal. It's just like you're still going to be, when you send these messages or these emails, you're still talking to Charlie, you're talking to me or maybe Clay. But like your messages aren't going to get missed ever now. You know,
right. Right.
It's just trying to clean it up and smooth it out so that we can handle everybody
Yeah.
because guys, there's a lot of y'all and we're so thankful for that, but it takes a lot to manage that as well.
Hmm. Yeah. No, that's the one thing I've been saying that, we switched over to the automation and, we were able to get the prices down on especially multiple tests per shed. I was like, we could handle it now, but we got a lot more customers after that. And I didn't realize, I didn't take into account the amount of customers that adds into the much more customer service. The
Yeah.
sheds and the testing, we can handle whatever volume you throw at us. It's now, all right, you have 500, 1,000 more customers now, and then
Yeah.
say 2% of them have a question every day. It's a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a lot. It is. And it's also like we have to make sure like that we're able to continue moving forward, right? Like
right,
we can't spend all day answering questions just ourselves because then the research side suffers, which then means the production side suffers, and it's just this chain
right.
effect. So
Yeah, that's
it's
why I
gonna be
think
good.
investing in like a really good knowledge base, like that's what a lot of companies use. You see like something where you just start typing in on there and it'll pull up like articles. And I think we dump how-to videos on there. We could put whatever, all different papers that people want to read, or anything, stuff on there that
Yeah.
you could look at yourself and figure out. And then if you still have questions, then you send a question, and
Yep.
it'll get answered quick. And you won't
Yeah.
get missed.
And even if you have a question that is, I'm gonna say fairly obvious, and we
Yeah.
get that question and we can just refer you to the FAQ or just refer you to a paper and be like, hey, this is the quick answer. If you want to dig deeper, here's a paper you can read, right? Like all of that stuff's still going to be helpful for y'all. So
Hmm. Yeah,
it's going to be good
definitely.
stuff. I really think it's going to be much, much better. Like I
Yeah,
said, it was already good. It's just going to be better.
yeah, right. And then, like you said, having me more available to research and run more research runs and do other things
Yeah.
instead of just having to scroll through Instagram all night long and emails and texts. It's, and I talk to people every single day, everybody. I'm always open to talk to people. It's just more of the quick hitter questions that, I don't want to miss. And I
Yep.
know people want answers for, and, just to make sure they're done. But if still anybody wants to talk or whatever, just send an email, or
Yeah.
a lot of people have my phone number.
Too
But
many?
I'm always down to talk when I have time. It might, and I feel bad, like, because I've been super busy lately, and a lot of people want to talk, and I just haven't had time recently. But
Yeah.
hopefully sooner, things will slow down for me here. And
Well, and I think that's something important to note too, guys. Like, well, yes, there's five more people in shedtesting.com outside of Charlie now. Like, there's still a lot of work that's being done that has to be done, and the decrease in workload for everybody isn't going to happen for a little while. So like,
right. Oh no, 100%.
you know, you don't feel like Charlie's just like trying to ignore y'all now. Like
No,
there's a lot of work that's
no,
being done. There's I wasn't ready for the amount of meetings we were going to have on a weekly basis to actually get all this done. Like I knew there was a lot, and I knew it was going to be a lot, but oh my god, just trying to like stay on top of everything and make sure that everybody's getting done what they need to get done has been just a full-time job in itself,
yeah,
you know?
no, and that's the thing. Everybody's doing something all the time, and
Yes.
we're still so busy. So that just shows what we're trying to do here. So we're
Yeah.
not just sitting on our asses, just like, all right, let's see how this goes.
God, I
It,
wish. Wouldn't that be easy? Oh my
it would
god.
it would be great, but uh,
Oh.
I can't do that. So I don't know why I even say it would be great, because I know
Well,
I'd, I'd fill that time with something else.
yeah, Charlie calls me the other day and he's like, "Hey, I think we should start doing this." And I'm like, "With what time?" And he's like, "No, I'm going to start digging into this." I'm like, "Okay, go for it, Charlie." Like, I love the idea, but
Yes,
like
I paused that already, so that's good.
I, I figured you would. I
Yeah,
figured like I think it's a great idea and we'll work with it in the future, but at the moment it's a lot, you know?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
oh
no,
man,
that's the problem when you can't stop thinking and trying to figure stuff out, and you hear of something or you see something, and I'm not the person just to let that go and be like, oh, maybe one day I'll look into that. That sounds kind of cool. It's like, no, I
Yeah,
have to know if I could do that now.
yeah.
But
I
hopefully it
think
helps
I think
in the
that's
future.
too though. As Phenome grows, we're going to be able to bring on people that are experts in those different fields too, right? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think that was one of the things I felt I brought to the table was like, I have full faith that Charlie could have figured out how to run the computer programs and do stuff. He'd already started messing around with it. But the stuff that would take Charlie a month to do takes me a day because
Mm-hmm.
I'm already in all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so even these new ideas that we have, if we decide like, oh, this is really going to help advance the company, well, now we have the resources to have real conversations about bringing people on that can do that stuff, and that's
Right.
exciting too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, definitely. Um, we, you going to Bob's show in,
oh yeah, yeah,
let me check that out.
January,
Is
January.
it? Yeah, let me get the date.
Yeah, I think it's January. Definitely going to Bob's show.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll be there. We'll have a Phenome booth set up. Might,
yep,
I don't know how many of us will be there. Me and Patrick will definitely be there.
yeah,
So that'll be
yep.
fun.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, we'll have a big booth. We'll be there. I can't promise how much time Charlie and I will be behind the table. Um, but
yeah,
we'll
we
be there
won't
to
be behind the
answer
table as much as we
questions.
were at Tinley. I'll tell you that much.
No.
Um,
January 31st for Bob's show. Yep.
okay, cool.
Yep, 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 yep. So we'll definitely that was already on the docket. We're also going to be, at least I will for sure be at Troy's Fredericksburg show. I don't remember if
Anyways,
that's in February or March. I think it's somewhere around that time frame. So I'll be at that show as well.
yeah, maybe I'll try to get that. I'd like to go to one of their shows. So that's
Yeah,
probably
it's a fun show. It's a good
probably
one.
the
Yeah, it's a
closest
good
one
one.
for me in New York, I believe. So maybe I'll get down to that one too.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
the other thing is, I guess a lot of people have been asking about, you know, sponsorships and
Yeah.
partnerships and things like that. So obviously, you know, I've had some verbal deals with people and everything like that, and you know, right now we're just trying to figure out exactly what we're doing with everybody, and not like we're going to try to make, you know, like obviously with me it's like a text message like, hey Charlie, if I do this, can we do that? Yeah, sure, whatever. And then I don't even know what I have going on with people, so
Yeah.
we're trying to get everything organized and figure out a good way. We appreciate everybody wanting to represent, and I
Yeah.
promise that there'll be answers for all that soon. um
Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it, Charlie. Like right now everything's kind of on hold for
yeah,
sponsorships until we can figure stuff out. It's not This isn't like trying to take sides or pick teams or, for the most part, everything's on hold just till we can get things figured out. Oh,
yeah.
my lights
um
went out. That was good.
if
Um,
you could send me some super spider sheds, I'll tell you that they're super spider.
yeah.
But you know what I did today? I did gather a bunch of caramel albino sheds for you, buddy.
Oh
Um,
my God, get out of here.
yeah, Mantooth really needs that
Uh,
test. So I was had Ariana, our employee, put a bunch of our control stuff together, and then today I cleaned up a few piles, and I found some more caramel albino sheds just for
you,
you.
you know what I love about the caramel vinyl is that I feel like that's a test that we're gonna make so that eventually we don't offer it anymore. Because the
100%.
goal, like people are just gonna use it to weed it out of their collection
The goal is
completely.
to use it for a year and then never have to use
Yeah,
it again. Yeah.
exactly. So funny.
And it's too
That
bad
feels good.
because you got to see like his. I don't know if you posted him on Instagram, but he made some crazy caramel albino snakes. They're
Dude,
beautiful.
so
Yeah,
so the first ever quad recessive ball python made was a caramel albino combo. It was a
yeah,
caramel hypo clown pied by Steve Russis.
yeah,
It looks incredible. I mean, it's absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
yeah.
It just sucks because a
Right.
bunch of the babies come out U-shaped, which is not
Yeah,
ideal.
yeah. But yeah, no, that's definitely something we like to help the community with, even though
Yeah,
it's not that beneficial for us as a company, but I think it's beneficial for the community. So obviously
I
we'll be willing
agree.
to do that.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think that's a good point, right? It's not beneficial at all for us, really.
yeah.
But it is going to help people clean the collections a bit because you don't want those random things that are floating around to come in and really like imagine hitting this really crazy double or triple recessive animal, and then it also has caramel, and
Well,
you're like,
that's what
I
Josh did.
just
He hit some
yeah
crazy animals, and now he's screwed because he can't do anything with them.
yeah
And then
yeah,
he
and
and
that's
then he doesn't want to sell the non caramels in case they're hets.
exactly right,
You
and so you're
know,
kind of stuck. So yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, I think that's great.
tell us you really don't how you feel about caramel albino. Yeah,
I can
yeah.
make caramel hypo DG clowns. Yeah, but you know what? The caramel hypo DG clowns are going to look so incredible. So it's all good.
I think you should try go for it anyway.
Do it. Why not?
Yeah,
They're all going to be worth $13 next year anyway.
yeah. But
Oh my god.
yeah,
Um
and then
yeah.
so other things like we get asked about tests for different things like um, what do we want people that's emailing like hello at phenome.com for that, and then we can discuss
Yes. Yeah.
or other species if there's a species that we're not working on or it's not anything crazy, but but maybe it's beneficial for you and your little projects, reach out
Yeah.
to us and we're always down to. That's how Phenome came about, you know,
Yeah.
because Josh at Workshop Reptilia, he had a need for anaconda testing, and not many
Yeah.
people have a need for that. But we started a conversation, and then this all happened, and now we're have an anaconda genome. Um,
And here we are.
so definitely, if there's anything you ever want to look into more or see if it's possible, just give us a holler, and we're down to at least have the conversation.
Absolutely. And like even if you don't want to have like a full blown like consultation to talk about a project, like even if you just send an email and say like here's a project y'all should look into, right? And just
Mhm.
say what it is. We're going to start keeping track of that stuff because once certain projects hit critical mass, then it does become worthwhile for us to look into it, right? There's projects that people will reach out to us and we're like, look, we're not going to foot the bill on that, but we'll happily help you make the test, you know,
Mhm.
but that's expensive. Um, if it's something where we get 100 or 300 emails and people are like, hey, this project really needs help, like, all right, let's talk, like, let's see
Right.
what we can do, you know.
Hmm. Definitely. Yeah, Sean, a monitor sex testing is in the works.
Yep, it's in the process right now, so
Hmm.
fingers crossed. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed, that's
So
another one
whatever
that's
sheds
promising.
anybody has for any species that you want, save them. Reach out, say, hey, do you want these, or send them. I get sheds sent to me all the time with random stuff, and I keep them just in case we ever need them. Hence why I spent 3 hours today cleaning piles of sheds. I've been organizing stuff because I don't throw
Oh, it's
anything
so
out,
good.
but
Yeah,
it's really hard to find most of the sheds. So I was like, all right, I gotta organize in here. But
yeah,
yeah, so it's exciting. Um,
I agree.
do you want to take us out to the fire, or
Do you want me to do that real fast?
no? It's all right. You'll
Do you want
probably
to see the
lose something.
let's see, can I even see the fire from in my car? Oh, I can see the fire. Everybody's standing by it. Um, yeah, what else? Do we have anything else we want to hit?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. I think we covered kind of everything. We talked there's a few new genes that hopefully, you know, in the next month or
Yeah,
so are going to be released based on validation. So
hmm
that's a big plus.
yeah.
Um we're going to be
Couple of
making more
sex
announcements
tests,
about
hopefully.
Phenome. What's that?
Couple of sex tests, hopefully.
It's
Patrick.
promising. I,
I
it's promising. I I'm really nervous to get too excited about it right now. I'm
know.
nervous.
Yeah.
We've got some incredible data back, some things that we're kind of working at things a little outside the box to try and make some things work, and it's working so far.
Mhm.
Until we really do full blown validation, we won't know. But like, there's some really promising stuff right now. So I'm nervous and excited all at the same time.
Right. Definitely. And snake wise, I'm selling some snakes if anybody wants any. Patrick is
Oh
not
God.
selling anything. Patrick's keeping everything. He
Guys,
has.
I will be listing about 60 breeder females tonight. So
Oof.
uh yeah, I got and maybe I'm gonna talk about this on Late to the Mic on Thursday, but I know there's already been some rumblings of people asking if I'm getting out because they've noticed a lot of breeder females and animals listed. I'm not getting out of ball pythons. I produced just under 100 clutches this year, which was about 750 to 800 babies. That's a lot, guys. It's a lot to do that, and then also to do Phenome, and also to do bioinformatics at a university. I found my limit. I found it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting out. We're just going to reduce the collection down to a manageable size, which
Which is
still means
unmanageable for most people,
I,
FYI.
I was going to say I'm still going to be doing 50 to 60 clutches. So
Right.
still a very reasonable amount. We're still going to be producing, I think, incredible animals. It's just I don't need to be doing 100 clutches.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many people that do need to be doing that at this time.
No, no, I agree. So I'm not getting out. Like I said, we'll talk more about that at Late to the Mic. But it's a lot as is. And yeah, there's gonna be some crazy stuff. If you're into the zebra project, I think I'm listing like 13 zebra and het zebra combos. So there's some really, really nice stuff, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out Charlie and my guys. I hope
Angolan,
you guys are working on Angolian. Um, or is that a python or a boa? I know that's a
Angolan
terrible
pythons.
question.
Yeah.
It's Angolian python, right? Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
We'll see.
Ryan, if you have, ideas, shoot me a message, shoot us an
Yeah.
email, and,
What
just
I
say,
would,
hey, I think you should work on these tests for Angolans or
yeah.
whatever.
What I'll
Just
also say is anybody that has like just python species animals, like
don't
males or
even say
females.
it.
What's that?
So
Oh
don't
no,
even
no, no. Well, I mean, if
Yeah,
we all know we're working on stuff, right? Like
yeah,
just we need sheds from every species. That's where we're at.
pretty much. Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
everything,
Save
right?
save sheds for any pythons, boas,
Literally
pretty much
everything.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, anything. I mean, why not?
Um,
So
and then
it'll be
yeah,
good.
I think maybe in the future we'll see about, doing a, phenome podcast or something like that. Maybe once every few weeks, once a month, or just
Yeah, just
maybe
to give
turn
some
this into
updates.
that or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, especially as things start moving along, we'll have more and more updates. This is kind of just the first time we're able to really talk. Besides, we did Adam on Proper Royals, so if you want to check that video out, there's more of us on that show. Adam interviewed us as we kind of released Phenome,
yep,
but this is the first time we've really talked about it on here, and I
yeah,
think going forward it'll be more, substance to what we are
for
able to
sure.
sell.
Yep, yeah, I agree. So it's gonna be good stuff, man. I'm excited.
Definitely. But
So
yeah,
sweet.
I think we're good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. Make sure like, subscribe, Fat Man Nation, Phenome.
Oh, and follow
Uh,
Phenome Genetics on
yep,
Instagram.
yep,
We'll be posting a lot on that Instagram. I don't post much at all on shedtesting.com. So anyway, but obviously all the followers are there. So all the information is going to come out of Phenome. I'll be reposting everything until that Instagram account gets established. But follow Phenome Genetics on Instagram, and I think like there'll be a decent amount of posts coming out soon on there. So
yeah. It's nice having a social media person to help.
I mean, my posts are pretty good with like generic text from Instagram that it lets you put in
It's true.
and
No,
colors.
you're right. No, you're right. Yeah.
It's
No,
pretty
yous are good.
fancy.
Yous are
Not a
good.
big
Yous are
deal, but
good.
whatever.
Oh, I love it. All right,
All
guys.
right,
I gotta
take
go
it
get
easy.
back to the campfire and eat some hot dogs.
All right,
Thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all in a month, and I can't wait to talk about what we have coming up.
definitely. Take care, everyone.